Now, let me explain. Well, let me try to give you an idea of the energy I dealt with. Actually, you know what? I would have to produce a movie with certain people, actors or not, certain people that could act the energy out for y'all to be able to get an idea and still not fully understand of what was going on. So, one, it was gaslight after gaslight after gaslight after gaslight after gaslight after gaslight that made one big gaslight. I will say this time. The lie that got me every time was, nah, he wouldn't do that. Everything that ended up being true, I thought about it. Every single one. Because I'm not naive. Just, nah, he wouldn't do that. And I never saw the proof of anything, you know what I'm saying? But the hit list. Get off child support. Get custody of kids. Get me kicked out the trailer. Him get in the trailer. Make me suffer. Watch me eat it. I may be missing one or two. Now, in real time, I knew what I had read. Not the full scope or weight of what it was. When he comes in, QC, I go, what is this? One or two things. He didn't care enough to look at it. Or he knew exactly what it was, and because when I say he barely even did, and he threw it back on the desk, he was like, let's go. Again, in real time, I didn't think there was ever going to be anything that I needed to prove to keep things, you know? Because in real time, I'm not, it's like the full scope of everything is new. Not that week, and I say that week because later that day, I cried because my brain was broken. For someone who used to have a 10-track mind, the words coming out of my mouth wasn't even a thought. I take multiple medicines. I never made it that quiet. 21. 21. I've realized and found out it wasn't just ego death. They assassinated it, like killed it. It felt like dying without the darkness. I stayed up for 8 days, manic. Okay, remember, I am bipolar, so remember, broken, manic. Never left my house. Between my room and outside, I walked so much. From my ankle to the top of my calves, they were so tight. I laid down for 2 days, and still couldn't sleep. Well, my ex-best friend, my daughter's nanny. Anyways, she had come get him for the day. I'm sober. And I'm trying to tell her what has been going on. She told me later, she was like, Summer, I could not understand you. It was like you were messed up on drugs. And I wasn't. But my brain couldn't even piece together everything to even talk about it. To be honest with you, see, I got the restraining order January 2019. It took until about March for me to start being able to piece the things together to, yeah, like it was that much. And back to the list. Almost everything on that list was attempted and or divine intervention before attempted. Now, let me explain this. I'm not a baby mama, nor am I bitter. And I don't give a fuck about, when I say child support, the money. But when he tells you before you even ever break up with him, I'm not going to help you unless you put me on child support, I ain't that bitch. Because you're going to help with your kids. So I did. Well, when we got back together, he all begged me to take him off. And I mean, with the way things were going, I was like, why? So I can end up back in court again? No. I said, if you were smart, what you would do is just put your whole check through child support. It's going to come back to us anyway. That way it don't build up. Back child support. Did he listen? Yeah. Okay. I'm getting good. So, for somebody when I met him, used to sell, illegal things. Never thought I had to worry about doing them in front of him. Never did. And there was one day we was in the bathroom, and when I looked at him and I was like, I know he's not taking a picture of me. I was like, nah, he wouldn't do that. You know how iPhones got the live photo? Yes, he did. He sure enough did. And just so happened while he was sleeping, I went through his iCloud. Not the phone, not in the pictures in the phone, the cloud. Found it. Deleted it. And when he woke up, when I asked him, what was this for? I don't know, just to have. Nah, you think I'm stupid. And I will say this. The whole time. Now, yes, the amount of math that, oh my God, the amount of math, the doctor called him and said that the amount in the system was poisoned. But anyways, so, in real time, what I thought was going on was undiagnosed bipolar, worsened math-induced psychosis / schizophrenia. That's when I learned about schizoaffective. Well, because I'm going to say his delusion the whole time was I had somebody on the side, whether it be to bring me more drugs, a dude, or somebody that had control over me. First off, if I had anybody on the side, why am I staying through this hell house? Second, control over me. What? Never. Not never. And I told him, and he goes, well, maybe you couldn't say nothing. I was like, well, I would write it down. So, whenever he believed anything that was untrue, because look, I was not wasting my energy fighting with him, because he'd be on hunted. I was not doing all that. So when he would believe something that wasn't true, he'd be like, so I'm stupid? And I'm like, yes, you're stupid for believing that. Okay. So, dude, now, look, everything he did was towards me. The kids witnessed and heard everything that happened to me, but he never did nothing to the kids. Well, that I thought. Well, up until Christmas, but even then I didn't know until after, but I'll get to that. Mind you, same day we left this job, I found that paper, crying my brain is broken. I don't care how many Xanax you take. There's no way in hell you're going to forget what is wrong with me and why I'm mad. Come on now. Hindsight 2020, that was a gaslight. Come on, Like, that was just, no. But anyways, again, now that was August.